Hi everyone, welcome to the very first What's New in Beauty video of the year for January 2020. If you're new to my channel, these kinds of videos are where I show you brand new products that have launched on the market and oftentimes some products that are just about to launch but aren't quite yet available. I also include some things that are new just to my collection, even if they aren't necessarily new on the market. And this allows me to give you one much more thorough and updated reviews for products that I've already done videos for, but they are mostly concentrated on swatches. Then subsequent to them, I continue to test them and try them out. And in this video, I can give you a more updated experience on those products. And of course, for products that I have not done reviews for or videos for yet, this video just allows me to give you sneak peeks of those things. I will also take some of my favorite products and use them to create the look. So I am wearing a bunch of the products that we'll be looking at in this video so that you can see them in action. So if you like seeing a comprehensive overview of brand new beauty and skincare products, this is the kind of video for you. Keep watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel by hitting that red subscribe button and the notification bell. Follow Allure Beauty on Instagram. And throughout the video, I will link for you in the upper right-hand corners if I've already done swatch reviews for them. I'll also link them in the description box below because I can only link 5 videos in any given video. I also, in the description box below, will always link to all the products that I talk about so that you can find them if you happen to be interested in them and want to purchase them. I will also always include any coupon codes or discounts that I have for you to use. There is a ton to show you in January, so let's dive into it. As I normally do, I'm going to start with recapping things I've already done swatch reviews for on the channel. Even if you've already seen the videos that I've posted for these products, I'm going to give you updated reviews in this section. So if you're interested in that, you should keep watching. If you're not, I'll put timestamps in the description box below so that you can skip ahead if you want to do that. First thing we're going to talk about is MAC's Lunar New Year collection. This was called the Lunar Illusions. This was a collection where there was pretty much everything re-promoted in terms of the shades, but of course the packaging was absolutely superb. So it's just going to kind of be up to you whether you want to pay the extra money for something that is otherwise available in the MAC line in order to get this stunning creative packaging. And normally I'm not the kind of person who buys into that kind of thing, but I have to say I'm pretty taken by the way that the packaging looks for this collection. I am wearing the blush duo from the collection in this video here for my look. I think that this is a superb blush duo. It looks lovely and applies effortlessly onto the skin. It's very buildable. I have used the eyeshadow palette a couple of times. One of my viewers said that they believe MAC has reformulated all the shades so that they're all uniformly more buttery and smooth. I don't know if that's true, but I definitely notice an improvement across the board in the eyeshadow formulas. So that would make sense. The highlighter is my favorite part of the collection and pretty much everyone else's. That's why it sold out very quickly. As of filming that video, it was still available through Bloomingdale's. Next up were a ton of new drugstore releases. We'll start with the Almay, what are these? Color and Care Lip Oil-In-Sticks. These are very nourishing kind of oil balmy sticks. And a lot of people didn't think they looked like much in the swatches, which they don't, but this is the kind of product that is so easy to take with you on the go. You never have to use a mirror. It's super nourishing and comforting to the lips and gives you a little flush of color. So I actually really liked these. They're not going to be super long wearing, but they're just very easy to reapply if needed. Revlon released an entire line of new makeup called the Age Perfect line of makeup, intended specifically for more mature skin, although it can work for lots of different skin types. I did pretty much individual videos on each type of product, so a video on the lipsticks, a video on the blushes, a separate video applying the foundation. So I'll link that playlist up here for you so you can choose whichever video or all of them if you want to watch. Just to recap, my least favorite part was the concealer. I don't think it looked really nice underneath the eyes, and I don't think that it would look particularly good for more mature skin. I had a fairly positive review of the powder foundation in that video. I would say that after continuing to use it for the next week or so, my opinion isn't bad, but it wasn't as impressive. Sometimes this would look super oily after a couple of hours, and then other times it wouldn't, so that could just be my skin, but at the end of the day, this I wish would have a little bit more shine come back combating nature to it. Both types of lipsticks that are in the line and the lip liner were good. I think that they would be suitable for people looking for specific characteristics, and they are more nourishing types of lipsticks. And the standout part of the new makeup line, and I continue to be impressed every single time I use these, are the blushes. They just apply really nicely. It's really effortless. You don't have to think a lot about what you're doing or be really careful how much you blend and buff. Super easy to use, really nice formula. Will continue to have these in my collection and use them. Physicians Formula came out with more items in their Rosé collection. They had a couple things already, and they have a whole skincare line that's based on rose stuff, but I don't support that because they're so heavily fragranced. There are a couple things in their line, the skin boosters that they have in the clear bottles. Those are not fragrance, and I actually do use those. That's pretty much the only skincare from Physicians Formula I would ever purchase and use on myself. In any case, going back to this collection, I love the rose theme. I don't love the very heavy rose fragrance that's been added to everything in this line. If you put the fragrance aside, I think that the eyeshadow palette is decent. I'm not super impressed by it. What I am very impressed by are both the highlighters and these Set and Glow balm and powder duos. Now, these are intended or marketed as something to set your whole face with. I don't use them that way. I use them as more subtle highlighters, although I don't think by any means they're super subtle. I'm actually wearing this one on my cheeks for this video, and it is something that you may want to build up because it is on the subtle side at first. This is the shade Brightening Rose. If you really wanted luminosity all over, you of course could use it as a setting powder, but I think they're perfect as highlighters. The Petal Glow highlighters, these are definitely highlighters. They are super impactful. So if you want something more dramatic, go with these ones. If you want something more subtle, go ahead and use the ones that have the balm in them. I liked pretty much all of the shades, so it's an endorsement from me, minus the fact that they are so heavily rose scented. L'Oreal also had an entire line of new shimmering metallic liquid eyeshadows that they brought out. These are called the Brilliant Eyes. I thought these were good, really good. In fact, I have used 3 or 4 of these in looks over the course of the past few weeks. In this video, on top of the powder eyeshadow that I've had, I patted on this shade, which is 410 String of Pearls. They definitely give you that metallic shimmer, and I probably am wearing these in a few of the videos that I've posted recently. If you see something metallic on my lids, it's probably one of these. L'Oreal's really been going for it lately because they also released a line of lip products that are matte lip crayons. These are called the Matte Lip Crayon. Surprise, surprise. Again, did a whole swatch video, all of them applied. The major negative on these is that the formula is not, it drags on the skin and it's a bit drying. So I just don't think that for the way that they apply, that they are the best on the market in terms of options you have for matte lip crayons. In fact, if you watched my best makeup of 2019 video, in that I chose as one of the best lip products of 2019, Maybelline's Superstay Lip Crayons. And I just think that those are a far superior version of this from L'Oreal because those glide across the lips. They don't prune them out, they don't dry them out. They give you a little bit of moisture and they give you that matte finish without making your lips feel uncomfortable at all, and they don't skip across the lips. I will keep a couple of shades in the L'Oreal line in my rotation because I just really like the way the color looks, but in terms of formula, I would always choose the Maybelline ones. If you do want to see swatches of all the Maybelline colors available, I do have a video on that. Just search on my channel for Maybelline Superstay Lip Crayons and it should pop up. Speaking of whole new makeup lines, CoverGirl also launched their Clean Fresh line of makeup. So they had a foundation, some tinted lip oils, cream blushes, and cooling glow sticks. Did videos for all of these. I think the one for the foundation is upcoming. It may not be up just yet. I would say I'm kind of overall disappointed with this line. I won't spoil for you what I think of the foundation quite yet. But for the other ones, one of the major things was the fragrance that's been added. Again, just a big no-no for skincare and makeup to add a bunch of fragrance to it. Of the 3 color products, I would say my favorite is actually the tinted lip oils. Minus the fact that I don't like the fragrance, I really like the formula on these, and I did continue to use them after that video. They really are even more nourishing than the Almay ones that I showed you before, because this definitely has, it's more oil based and it gives you a really nice flush of color on the lips. They're only gonna last you about an hour or two before the color fades significantly while still being there, but you might want to reapply after a couple hours. So the shorter wear time and the fragrance, I would say, are the biggest negatives, but otherwise I really like these. With the exception of the transparent shade, I think the cooling sticks, highlighting sticks, actually work pretty well. And the cream blushes, I think they are workable if you're willing to put the energy and time to work with them, but otherwise they are gonna come off as patchy and splotchy if you don't have the extra time to blend them and buff them out. I just did a review, comparison, and wear test or application of e.l.f.'s new Putty Primers. Many of you know the original poreless putty primer that's very popular, but e.l.f. just launched a luminous version and a matte version. So in that video, I compare all of these and review them and kind of break down which you might want over the other if you are at all interested in these. But in particular, I think it's helpful for people who already own the original, and if they're questioning whether they should buy either of the two new ones, that's answered in that video. And speaking of e.l.f., they also launched, once again, a new updated version of something they already had, which was the 16-hour Camo Concealer, another really popular item in their line. They launched a hydrating version of the concealer. So I don't know if that video is up yet either, but if it is, it just went up. I apply these on the face, underneath the eyes, and I compare them side by side to let you know which version that you might want, depending on what kind of skin type you have and what you're looking for. Okay, I think that's it for the drugstore videos I've done. There have just been so many. And to circle back to something that I mentioned in last month's What's New in Beauty video, but I haven't done a video for. This is Revlon's new line of skin lights, and they have a new version of their Candid foundation, which is the Candid Glow foundation. I will be doing a video on this, just hold tight. We finally got all the items that are in the line, so just stay tuned for that. Tarte released 2 new eyeshadow palettes. Let's start with the Spicy Betch palette. I was impressed by this and I went into it not really expecting to be, but this is a pressed pigment type of palette, so just be aware that they're gonna be super pigmented. The formula is not as effortless to use and blend and buff out if you're not used to working with pressed powders, but otherwise, if you are someone looking for really good orange and red based shades, this palette fits that bill. And then technically from Sugar Rush, which is Tarte's kind of sister brand, this is the BU palette, something that I didn't hear really talked about very much, but something I was really impressed and pleasantly, I don't know, affectionate towards. I love the way that it's designed. It is targeted to a younger audience, which is kind of maybe explains the packaging, but whatever, the formula inside is impressive. These shades are soft, they're very easy to work with, and they may not be as pigmented as you would maybe get with something like the Viseart formula because it's targeted to a younger audience, but definitely something that I would use for a neutral look on an everyday basis, or even a neutral, more dramatic metallic look at night. So don't pass this up just because you're not a younger makeup user if you're someone who loves these kinds of shades. And last up, we have the new Fenty palettes that were launched. These are the Snap Shadow eyeshadow palettes. I picked up 2 of them, I swatched them, and I did a look using these. These are travel size palettes that physically snap together and become double-sided so that you can take them along with you in duos if you wanted to. Besides that nifty features, I think the formula on these are really good. They blend really nicely, they have good pigmentation. For my eye look, minus that L'Oreal shimmering liquid eyeshadow that I showed you, minus that, the entire eye look that I have in this video is created using the #1 palette, which is the True Neutrals palette. But if you go watch the video review swatching these, I used both palettes together. And these are super affordable too, especially for Fenty. They are, I believe, $25 each. All right, let's move on to products that I have not shown in previous videos yet. Starting off with my lip color. You all know how much I love Kaleidos makeup, and I am wearing one of the 2 shades that they launched for Lunar New Year. Like the top one is not metallic, it's almost like a blotted lip, and the lower one is a metallic red. These are super beautiful, very pigmented, and as you can hopefully see, I am wearing the metallic one on my lips. Those are the two shades swatched. I love the way this looks. I usually am not that into metallic liquid lipsticks, but this one is comfortable to wear and it just looks absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait until Kaleidos launches blushes. For my foundation, I am wearing something from Undone Beauty. I believe this is a foundation that they recently reformulated, so this is the new version. It is the UnFoundation Glow Tint plus Skin Loving Coconut Extract. This is a light coverage foundation. I didn't really know what to expect going into it, but I love the way that this looks on my skin. I would agree with the name. This is definitely a light coverage foundation. When I was applying it, I was thinking to myself, I don't know that I would necessarily call this a tinted moisturizer because I feel like it gives you a little more coverage than a tinted moisturizer. But if you wanted to apply a really thin layer, it absolutely would function like that. And then if you apply a normal amount or add a second layer, it definitely gives you light coverage. It feels weightless on the skin, more like moisturizer would as opposed to a foundation. The shade that I'm wearing is 430 Buttercream Medium Light. Just for reference, I'm usually an NC20 in max range. It is a vegan and cruelty-free product. It blends and looks very smooth on the skin. The only thing I have for my base is, in addition to, of course, my moisturizer and my sunscreen, which I wear every day, is this and a super thin, light layer of translucent powder. I used less translucent powder than I normally do when I set a foundation, and it just kind of looks like my skin, but better because my skin definitely has its own issues and blemishes. Even though it says it has coconut extract in it, the very last ingredient is coconut oil, so there's not a bunch of it in there. It doesn't make my skin look oily or super shiny. It has some vitamin E in here as well as glycerin, and most importantly, it doesn't have any harmful ingredients like no fragrances, no volatile oils like fragrant oils, and no alcohol. So this definitely gets a thumbs up for me. A beautiful, very light coverage foundation that I will be turning to. Thank you to Undone Beauty for sending this fantastic lightweight foundation along. A sneak peek at a video I have not yet done for a new drugstore launch. This is one of Milani's new makeup products. This is the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blushes. They come in a set of 6 different colors. Here's a couple of them. So I will do a dedicated review on these to let you know how all the colors look, and I'll let you know how they blend out. Fresh sent along one of their sugar lip treatments. This one has an SPF of 15, which is fantastic. If you didn't see my best skincare of 2019 video, make sure you go check that out. Fresh was named as one of the best products for the lips. I believe it was the Lemon Lip Balm. It's the one that comes in a tub. But I also really like the formula of their lip products that come in these tubes. Beautiful red tube. Very fitting for, again, Lunar New Year. The great thing about this balm is not only that it gives you that sun protection, because we oftentimes forget to protect our lips even though we're putting sunscreen all over hopefully the rest of our face and exposed skin, but in addition it has this really nice flush of red to it, and it gives you that nourishing balm formula. It's more of a translucent red, so you don't have to be super careful or worried about how you apply it because it's going to be a forgiving layer of color, and obviously the nourishment of the balm formula gives you the trifecta of color, sun protection, and a nice nourishing product for your lips to keep them soft. This does have fragrance in it, which is the one thing that I would change about the formula because, as I said before, we don't want fragrance in our skincare or our makeup. Aside from the fragrance, this has a very protective formula. The ingredients start off with beeswax followed by a bunch of different oils, things like jojoba seed oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, black currant seed oil. So as you can see, it's going to be quite a moisturizing and protective formula. Let's keep this train chugging along and move on to new skincare. So one is a product from Dr. Brandt. This is the Dark Spots No More Triple Acid Spot Minimizing Concentrate. They sent this along for me to test and review, and the first thing off the bat that impressed me was the ingredients. There's 10% azelaic acid, 3% tranexamic acid, I think that's how you say it, and 2% phytic acid. There, in addition, is also a lot of niacinamide in this product, plankton extract, there's a lot of other antioxidants, green tea leaf. So just an impressive mix of ingredients. But of course, in particular, if you're buying this product, you're probably most interested in the part that is supposed to lighten dark spots. And that's exactly what I'm interested with this product. I think I want to do a full video review dedicated to this. And that's because as I've gotten older, I've started to see sunspots in this area on my neck and the upper part of my chest. I spend a ton of time in the sun, even though I am very religious about applying sunscreen. Just the amount of time I spend in the sun, it's kind of inevitable. So I think what I want to do is use this and put them on specific targeted spots and track it over time, over several different weeks, and see how effective this is at lightening them. So hopefully you're interested in that kind of video. But if you can't wait that long for the video results, just know that the ingredients that Dr. Brandt has decided to include in this product are shown scientifically to be very effective at helping lighten dark spots on the skin. Oh, and of course, I appreciate that it's in a dropper tube and it's an opaque bottle so that it's protected from sun exposure. So haven't started the testing yet on this, but I am super excited to try it out. Versed Skincare is a fairly new skincare brand available at Target, so it's very affordable. They have a whole line of lots of different kinds of things, from masks to eye creams to serums. I picked up a couple of things in the line and I love both of these. So I plan also, I think, to do a video just dedicated to Versed and going over the products they have available, what's good for you and what things you probably don't want to spend your money on. But what I will say as a spoiler is that my favorite thing is the eye cream. This is, well, I guess it's technically an eye mask. It's the Fix Emergency Eye Mask, but I use this as an eye cream, and it has the most phenomenal, very, not thick, but a gel texture that withstands the day. It's not a thin, watery, slips right off kind of gel formula. It is emollient, and it really sets a barrier on the skin without feeling heavy or being thick or greasy. It is the best cream that I have, or gel that I've used underneath the eye area. So absolutely don't wait for that video. If you are looking for an eye cream, just go ahead, go out and try this one. This was also a winner in my Best of Skincare 2019. And since I'm mentioning some winners of the 2019 skincare video, let's continue on to the Inky list. This is one of their newer toners. This is the PHA toner. It is a water texture like most toners are, but there's something special about this toner that I can't quite put words to. You're just gonna have to experience it for yourself. In any case, this is an exfoliating toner, but it's a little more gentle than an AHA. So if you have the type of skin, or you're just not used to using things like glycolic acid or AHA-based toners, but you want some sort of exfoliation, this is a great product to start out with. Even if you're more veteran, I would encourage you to try this out. It just has the most elegant, beautiful effect on the skin. I love this toner. And then Tula sent me a line of their acne fighting products, and these are also stand out. I believe I mentioned these two products specifically as winners in my 2019 video. I hesitated a little bit because they were more new to me and I had only had them for about a month, but because I had been using them every single day pretty much for that month, and I saw significant improvements, I couldn't help but include them, and I loved the texture and the way that they felt on the skin too. So let's start with the Keep It Clear Acne Foaming Cleanser. First of all, you get a ginormous amount in this product, 6.3 fluid ounces, 180 milliliters. I love that this is a foaming cleanser. I have a special place in my heart for foaming cleansers. They're just fun to use, and they also are easier to use. They're less clumsy to use, especially when you're at the sink and everything is wet and you don't want to be opening a bottle or trying to tip something over. You just press this, it comes out in a super fun foam. This is a very pleasant product to use. It does have salicylic acid 2% in here, but as I say with all cleansers, they're in contact with their skin for such a small amount of time that I don't know that the salicylic acid will actually be able to have enough time to have a noticeable effect on the skin. But in any case, this is a very good cleanser. But the two products that I like even more are these two. On my left here is the Clear It Up Acne Clearing Plus Tone Correcting Gel, and on my right here in this smaller, thinner tube is the Go Away Acne Spot Treatment. And these each have in them very tried and true, proven ingredients to combat acne. On this side, you have salicylic acid, and on this side, you have benzoyl peroxide. This contains 2% salicylic acid. It comes with a pump dispenser. I love the packaging. I love the color of the packaging, and I am a huge fan of the formula. It is a super lightweight gel. It's lightweight while also giving your skin moisture. It feels wonderful on the skin. It has a good amount of glycerin. It has azelaic acid, which we mentioned with that Dr. Brandt product. It also has lactococcus ferment lysate, zinc, plant extracts, niacinamide, lactic acid, just a ton of great things in here, even if you weren't specifically looking to target the acne. And then this guy here, it comes with a slant dispenser here. I don't put this directly on my face, I put it on my finger and spot treat, but it has 5% benzoyl peroxide, which helps to fight the bacteria that contributes to acne. It also has glycerin and niacinamide, lactococcus ferment lysate, lactic acid, azelaic acid. It does have a good amount of tea tree oil that's kind of in like 1/3 of the way through the ingredients. Blueberry fruit extract, licorice root extract, ginger root extract, citric acid. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And of course, most importantly, these products do not have alcohol, denatured alcohol, fragrance, bad plant oils, things like that. So thank you so much to Tula. Definitely a thumbs up. Get the whole skincare system if you're looking for a whole new system to help you combat acne, or pick any of these products for a specific part of your routine if you're looking to try something new. I've tried so much good skincare this past month because the next brand that I'm going to talk about also sent a few products along, and I liked all of these also. This is from a company called Mix Easy. What is really interesting and unique and just great about this brand is that they allow you to go on the site and customize the skincare. They allow you to take a step-by-step, I don't know if I'd call it survey, but you go through this step-by-step process and you get to choose specific ingredients that you want in your skincare. And I believe you get to exclude certain things, which is important because when I went through the steps, I definitely made sure to say no fragrance in my products. So I guess that maybe my only criticism is the fact that they give you the option, or some of their products have fragrance in them because you have the option to do that. But I don't know that I can say that's a negative because they're leaving it up to the consumer whether to put it in there or not. Anyway, this is the face cleanser. And again, I was allowed to go through and pick specific ingredients that I wanted in my cleanser. It comes with a pump dispenser. It has this really nice gel texture and formula. It's a fantastic morning cleanser because not only does it not strip the skin, but in fact, your skin feels a little bit hydrated after you've cleansed it. I also received the vitamin C serum, and I don't remember actually if I chose the ingredients for this. There are some things that are already pre-designated and pre-made on their website that you don't get to choose. And then there are a subset of things that you can actually choose the ingredients for. But anyway, this vitamin C serum, again, absolutely pleasant to use. It comes out as a serum, but it's a super lightweight serum. It has a thinner texture and it is nourishing. It does not give you or leave you with any sort of oily, thick, or slick feeling. And of course, that vitamin C helps to brighten up the skin. And I think my favorite of the three things that I received is this product. This is the face cream. It comes with, again, a pump dispenser, and it kind of looks like a cream or a lotion. It spreads super easily. You know what this reminds me of now that I am talking about all these things in the same video? This reminds me a little bit of the eye mask that I talked about from First. I would say this has a little bit more of a cream texture than a gel texture like the eye cream does, but it's the same thing where it is so protective, moisturizing, just plumping and nourishing on the skin. It feels wonderful. I don't know that for my combination skin that I would use this during the daytime. In the winter, I think I would, although I haven't tried it even though it is winter, but I love this as a nighttime face cream because it gives me that nourishment. It combats my parched, kind of dry skin in the winter, and I can wake up with skin that doesn't look flaky or dull. This is a great product that I've been using for this past month. So this is a great skincare brand that gives you the added fun benefit of being able to choose some of your key ingredients yourself. They did provide my viewers a 15% off coupon code. I'll put that in the description box. There's no commission that I get from it or anything like that, but if you do check them out, then make sure you use that so you can get a little bit of money off of your total. A representative from Good Molecules actually reached out to me and sent me a curated box of a few of the products or the skincare products in the line, which I was kind of impressed by, also a little surprised, because if you didn't know or watch the video that I did where I compared Good Molecules to The Ordinary, I wouldn't classify that as a positive review for Good Molecules, although I don't think that it was a super negative review. It was more comparing the two brands and what I thought in terms of the value and the price points, and also comparing all the ingredients between the two brands. But I appreciated that they reached out, and I am going to be testing those few products from the line for you. But in any case, I'm excited to test those out, tell you if I would really recommend them. The thing actually that I'm curious about is also their cleansing balm, and I'm planning on doing a huge cleansing balm comparison video where I take a bunch of popular cleansing balms, test them out against each other, and then give you a comprehensive review comparison of ingredients. How well do they work? Which ones I think are the best, which ones I think are the worst. So I'll probably actually go out and purchase Good Molecules' cleansing balm on my own and include it in that video. So make sure you watch that when it goes live. I also had someone from the company Vike reach out, which I had never heard of before, and they have this really curious, innovative product called the Makeup Melt. This is a oil-free makeup remover spray, which I have never seen or heard of before. So this is what the bottle and product itself looks like. Comes with a spray nozzle, and you get 6.7 fluid ounces, 200 milliliters. So you are supposed to spray this onto your face and work it in with damp or wet hands, and then you're supposed to rinse. So I am very curious to try this out and see how effective it is. It does contain some really nice ingredients, things like glycerin, licorice root extract, moringa leaf extract, witch hazel, cucumber extract, and it does have as its very last ingredient fragrance. There are also a couple things that normally I wouldn't want in my skincare. Things, for example, like grapefruit extract. Actually, that's the only thing that I see other than the fragrance in here that I would otherwise try to avoid. But the thing is with cleansers, it doesn't matter as much because cleansers are only in contact with your skin for a handful of seconds before you wash it off. So I'm not as concerned about those things. And I forgot all the other ingredients here that are great. Things like passion flower extract. There's citric acid in here. There's glycine, niacinamide. So definitely something that I will be testing out. I will let you know what I think about it, and I'm excited to be using this. A box I'm always excited to receive when it comes in the mail. This is from I Do Care. This, I believe, is like a subset of Mimi Box, a Korean, used to be a Korean subscription box. I don't know if they do the subscription box anymore, but I used to love those when I received those. They sent along this Yoga Kitten Balancing Heart Leaf Clay Mask, and they always have something even more super cute that they include. This is a headband with cat ears on it. So cute, super soft. Oh wow, I love this packaging, that bright green contrasted with the pink up there. Ooh, that's what the mask looks like. The ingredients start off with water, kaolin, glycerin, bentonite. So right away you see it's very clay-based. It's going to kind of dry out a little bit the skin and absorb that oil on the surface of the skin. There's a good amount of tea tree leaf in here. There's also a good amount of eucalyptus extract, which I would typically avoid. I guess with a mask, since you're only gonna leave it on for, it says 10 minutes and then wash it off, the effects of that can be mitigated, but honestly something I probably wouldn't want to put on my skin because it's going to be an irritant. Tasmanian blue gum leaf extract. I don't think I've ever seen that ingredient in a product before. Very cool. Aloe vera, fig fruit. There's a bunch of stuff in here, but honestly, just this is always a very cool thing to just treat yourself or really to give as a very, very fun gift to someone. Oh my gosh, there's more in the box. I didn't even realize it. There's these other two products too. This is the Namaste Kitten. This is so cute. So you have the yoga mask. This is the Namaste Kitten Clarifying Cannabis Sativa or Hemp Seed Oil Cleanser. The whole hemp seed and cannabis thing is, you know, brands are going for it this year and last year. Oh, again, I love this color combination. 150 milliliters, 5.07 fluid ounces, a ton of product. You guys, on the back, on the directions, it says pause and reflect, like PAWS and reflect. So what does this have? It has glycerin, palmitic acid, hemp seed oil is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th ingredient in the list that is this long. So a good amount of it. But this also has a bunch of peppermint oil, peppermint extract. It looks like there's some menthol. There's also perfume. So this one's gonna be pretty fragrant. And then this is the Juicy Kitten Purifying Power Green Serum. Does this have a pun on the back also? Drink up and live in the meow. What did this mask one say in the back? Find perfect balance. Aww. All right, I gotta stop being silly now. Look, this is so cool. I love this color combination. Squeeze bottle, semi-opaque bottle. Ingredients on here, glycerin, niacinamide, willow bark extract, algae, kale leaf extract, spirulina. Wow, all these ingredients are really good so far. Carrageenan extract. Way after the middle of the ingredients list is fragrance, so wouldn't like that. Aloe vera, eggplant fruit extract, turmeric root. The second or the third to last ingredient is the cannabis sativa hemp seed oil. So just a minuscule amount of it in here so that you're not going to get anything significant from that. But other than the fragrance, which I wish weren't in there, packed with tons of good things. All right, if you have made it to this point in the video, you are a champion. Thank you for sticking around. We just have a few more products. We're gonna move on to hair care and some accessory type of products. So the first hair care thing is this product from Wow. This is the Style on Steroids Performance Enhancing Texture and Finishing Spray. Now on the back, this says it's supposed to give you volume and body that's super malleable with long lasting hold. So I have kind of mixed feelings on this product, to be really honest. First of all, you get a ton of products, so that's great. And I have tried other things from this brand Color Wow that I've really loved. And this was sent to me by the company to test out. But with this, what I was specifically looking for was to give me a lot of volume. And on the back, it says that for major volume, turn head upside down and spray under layers, rake through with fingers. Which is what I did. And I've tested this out several different times, but I don't think that this really gives my hair volume. In fact, because it has that kind of hairspray texture and finish to it, I found that this initially will give me some volume, but it actually weighs my hair down after a few minutes and doesn't give me any significant hold. So this is something that I'm going to use more as a setting spray and kind of basically as a hairspray to set waves when I do curls or when I do waves in my hair, but it just didn't give me the volume that I was looking for. A set of hair care that I was sent from Slash Hair Care, which is a company that I reviewed a product from several months ago that I liked, and I like this set too. They always send you the products in this bag that has, what is this called, like bubble wrap on each side, and it's waterproof. It's something nice to put in your gym bag. All of the hair products that they have are in sizes that are very travel friendly. So this particular set has these 3 products, all different colors, which I like too, all in these different sizes, so they go really nicely together. This first one is the Active Detox Shampoo Mousse, which actually I had to grab from my shower because I had it in there. And it looks like if this were in your cabinet and you didn't know what the name is, you would think that this was a mousse, and that's how it comes out, which is really fun. I've only tried a couple of mousse shampoos in my lifetime, and I really like them. It's just a really fun texture to work with. Then they have on this side the Tonic Mist Detangle, and this is a spray form kind of detangler that you can just mist into your hair after like a workout, after you get out of the shower. And then this is the Shine and Glam Hairspray, and it comes in this kind of spray nozzle. And again, nice because it is a travel size, doesn't leave your hair super sticky or super stiff while still giving you that hold. I tried another supplement from the company Hush and Hush that they sent along. This is the Mind Your Mind. This is a hyper concentrated nutraceutical for inner balance and restful sleep. You get 60 capsules in this one. It's a pretty big bottle here. And this is a melatonin free supplement that you can use to try to calm yourself and to help you sleep. So for those of you who do not like to use melatonin, I've used melatonin many times. I don't have anything against that ingredient, but if you do have a personal preference for not having melatonin, then this is a way that you can help calm yourself and try to get yourself in a state to have a better sleep and fall asleep naturally. It contains what they call a mind calming complex. Who knows what that is? You don't really know. It does include valerian root, chamomile flower, holy basil leaf, and specifically it has 17% of your daily value of vitamin C, 133% of your value of vitamin E, there's calcium 2%, and I think most importantly it has magnesium in it, 11%, not a huge amount, but there is some amount in there, and I think that does help contribute to kind of calming and helping you be more restful. They have several different kinds of supplements on their site, so if that's something you're interested in, go check them out. But what I do want to say is that the very first thing I ever tried from this brand was their protein powder, which is so much more than just a protein powder. It has great superfoods and antioxidants mixed in. They have probiotics that are in there, just tons of different things that you get in one bottle of powder. And I have been using that consistently. I put it into my smoothie before I go to the gym. I really love it. That's my favorite thing from the brand. So if you're not interested in this specifically, then at the least go check out that protein powder that they have. I would call it a protein plus powder because it has so many other things in it that are great. And the very last thing I have to show you is this big boy here. Okay, this is something that I didn't realize until I had it and I was using it that I needed in my life. I'll try to put a photo of it up here so that I don't have to keep holding it up because it is a heavy device. It's from an Amazon seller and from the company called Miko. It is the Shiatsu foot massager with deep kneading, multi-level settings, and switchblade heat. They have it in, I think, a couple of different colors that you can get, but it is a mechanical foot massager. It retails for $139.99, so yes, it is an investment, but man, if you have trouble getting your partner to massage your feet for you like I do, and you want the comfort and relaxation and a really deep massage, this device is going to provide you that. It comes with a remote so that you can control the settings on it. You get multiple different features here. There is heat that you can put on, which has been really nice for the winter time. You can control the pressure to increase it or decrease it. I use a really high pressure setting. You have a kneading setting. So you put your feet in there and then you can feel kind of these roller balls going in circular motions, helping massage your feet. And then there is almost like a, you know, when you go into a CVS and you can use the blood pressure machine and it clamps down on you and the pressure increases. That's the feeling that you get with this if you want to increase the pressure. It's fabulous. It's so simple to use. I didn't read any directions. I literally took it out of the box, plugged it in, and then pressed on and got my foot massage right away. My only criticism of this in terms of the way it's designed is that the plug inserts on the front here. So you're sitting here and you're putting your feet in this way, and then the plug kind of comes in. I mean, the cord is long enough. It doesn't practically really make that much of a difference, but if I were to design this again, I'd put the plug back here. But anyway, a fabulous, luxurious addition to my relaxation routine that I have been loving. And like I said, didn't realize that I needed something so badly until I had it. All right, I hope that covered everything and that I didn't forget something. I probably did. But again, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope that you enjoyed and had fun. We've been on a whirlwind on this channel where I have literally been publishing a video every single day for over the past week, and I am really thankful to my viewers who have left really positive and encouraging comments on the videos. It does take a lot of work and time and effort, but it is absolutely worth it, and I appreciate you so much when you take the time out of your day to watch these videos. I hope that it's entertaining, and a bonus is that if they are helpful to you and bring you information that you will use in all of your purchasing decisions. So thank you again. I hope you had a wonderful start to your new year, and I'll see you in a future video.